Okay, I've tried making a special top 10 list for you guys to get to know me, but I ended up rambling way too much on this one point, so I'm just going to make a video about that. And before I start anything, it's October! I can wear my cat. I can wear my cat. That sounds wrong, but I can wear my cat onesies now. Woohoo! And I somehow left my fuzzy socks, but this is just going to be me. Well, it's going to be me having problems with a fictional universe. It's just going to be now a rant about how I don't understand why in the Harry Potter wizarding magical world they don't use fountain pens instead of feather quills. It's like, I believe depending on the feather they'll last like 3 weeks. Less depending how much you use them when it comes to feather quills. While fountain pens depending on, will last you a hell of a lot longer. You have so many inks to pick. And don't even get me started on the inks, because I swear to God, while I'm doing this, I kept on coming into different types of which Harry Potter fan would use what ink and why. Haven't figured out Ron's though. Or any of the Grangers. Well, not the Grangers, the Weasleys. Hell, I even figured out Snape's and the Malfoys. And Granger's, Harry Potter's, his godfather, and several others. But it remains the same. Why would you use a quill? I know. It's like, I know. Aesthetically pleasing. It's beautiful. It's like, you like the giant ass feather writing. But depending on the nib, you can get the same effect as you would by using one of these feathered quills. And did I also mention it lasts longer? Now, there are several things, like, they're wizards, they're witches. I'm pretty sure they could make us, there's easily a spell that makes the ink or writing of their letters smell a certain way. Like, can you imagine Umbridge using this, like, overly bright pink, like, overly bright pink, or a pink that's slightly lavender? I don't know what the name of it would be. And having it smell like something, like roses, or her favorite tea, or a mix of roses and her tea. Or like Sirius, ink, whenever he uses his ink, it smells like leather. Or something like that. Or, now, that's not to say ancient artifacts, magical artifacts, like the quill that's used to write down the names of students that will be accepted into Hogwarts in their year. That artifact, yeah, I can see that being a quill, but everyday use, it's like, drop the fucking feather and use a fountain pen. It's not that hard. It's like, I'm trying to save up money for a lot of shit. And one of these little gifts that I would give myself once I was able to publish a book would be a fountain pen in my favorite ink. I have friends, and it depends on the type, like the type of nib and the material of the nib. Like, the most common nibs are the steel and the gold. The gold is the most expensive, but there's also one type of nib that's coming out that's called titanium. Oh my god, I love titanium. But then again, I'm one of those people that likes, each time I borrow, or my friends let me use their fountain pens, I always like the pens that are runny. Like, it writes so smooth. And there's a tooth with it, and it's like, it writes so wet that it's like, I'm sort of happy that it has that, it grips the paper somewhat. And, the pen I was using was a custom-made, US-made, fountain pen. It was over $100 worth. And she allowed me to use it, I believe. I don't know what shade of purple it was, but it was a pretty purple. And this thing was heavy, and I loved it. But I'm broke. I'm a broke college student with debt. Nope. This tea was given to me as a gift years ago, and it's Tivana Imperial Spice Chai. It's good for being several years old. All the stuff I use to write, like the laptop I'm recording on, high school, gift from friends, high school gift. Like, I'm amazed that it's like, I can't get a job. No, I literally cannot get a job. But that's besides the point. Why the hell it's like, why? Why are the quill feathers? Do you know how easy it is to keep a fountain pen? I have seen people clean theirs. I have seen people use pens and turn it into a fucking drip level to where they unscrew it, say this is the cap, this is the pin that they unscrew, that you write with, and the nib, they unscrew it, fill this with ink, screw it back on, and they write with that. And there's just but like it would be so easy to just add and it's like, I know that J.K. Rowling's defense on this will be, well, they are old-fashioned. It's like, you fuckers have plumbing. Granted, the fucking plumbing did not stop the giant-ass snake that was in the girl's bathroom, but still, you added plumbing, eventually. Why the hell are you guys still using quills? Fountain pens, they're easy. You can use them in the muggle world. You can use them, well, and it just, you could add the spell, you could remove the spell. You could have different types of ink. Hell, it just, what? It just, why? Just fountain pens would have made a hell of a lot more sense. It's like, oh, it's like, can you imagine the school list? It's like, oh, you need this many quilt. It's like, you need this in replacement quilts. Like, can you imagine how many fucking feathers that would be? Like, consider it. Like, if you get high quality quilts, they would last maybe a month. That's 12 freaking feathers. That's being generous, alright? Not to mention that you would want replacement quills in case anything happened to those quills before they lost their quillness. Being able to use as writing units. It's like fountain pen. It's like, can you imagine that? It's like fountain pen and these inks. It's like, I'm pretty sure that if they could get the kid, like, can you imagine the price and like how much money Mrs. Weasley would have saved? It's like, oh, I gave my deceased brother's pens to the twins. And it's like, because those things can last generations if taken care of. And yes, Ron would have a hammer. And it's like, the only thing that would be, like, besides maintenance, and by the way, it would probably be easier to do maintenance via magic than it would be the muggle way. Because, again, magic. But, no. They have to use freaking feathers. It's like, seriously, fountain pen. It's like, one pin, if they really want to go cheap, it's between 15, like, I believe 15, and the really expensive ones are over 100. And it's like, she could go right in the middle, buy a pin for each of their kids, and before they even go to school, just buy the little, what they call ink samples, to figure out what each kid likes, and that would be a good fucking way to tell them apart, like the twins. It's like, say Fred liked orange, and George liked green, or a shade of green, or it was orange and red, or like each one of them. And like Ginny the odd one out because she likes the color purple. I don't know, but it's just J.K. Rowling, the Wizarding World, step up to fountain pens. I don't know why this bugs me, but it bugs me. And I'm apologizing because no one likes to hear someone rant about fountain pens. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Thank you for letting me ramble. And again, let me know about this new setting arrangement. If you guys don't like it, I'll move somewhere else. But yeah, there's supposed to be a chair where air is. And eventually I'll be putting that there. My chair will be here, and you'll be able to see everything. Because I will be sitting in the chair and not my bed, which we are currently on. It bounces. Sorry for that, for anyone who got motion sickness. And I'll see you later.